Hi students, how are you? How are you today? I think very better. Okay, so now this time you were aware about the situation of the coronavirus. No problem. You just were aware about the problems and keep social distancing and some use mask and wash your hands properly. Okay, and stay safe at your home. Okay, today we are starting a new lesson. I think you already learned some important notes about this lesson. Yes, we are today. The lesson is today's lesson is heredity and variation. The lesson name is heredity and variation. The ninth chapter, heredity and variation. Heredity and variation. Yes. But in this topic, the variation is we are modified into evolution. We are modified into evolution. So the topic name is heredity and evolution. Heredity and evolution. Okay. And in this chapter, we are learning about heredity. You know about heredity? Yes. In your family, you just watching family members shape, structure, etc. We can see some resemblance. We can see the resemblance of I think about the color of the eyes, the skin, the color of the skin, the height of the person, and someone's ears are the ear lobes are free. Someone's ear lobes are joined. Okay, because the generations they have similarities. Generations have similarities. Okay, in this topic we are learning about these similarities, dissimilarities, and then how the progenies are show the similarities and variations. First of all, we are discussing about this chapter. We have already learned that what is morphology, what is anatomy, what is cytology. More branches of biology are there. So first one is the morphology. What is morphology? Morphology means it's a branch of biology which deals with the study of external characters of the living organisms. Which is the study of external characters of the living organisms. Okay, we just watching a cat, a dog. We know about the difference between cat and dog because the shape, the outer structure, the external characters. Okay, and then you just watch some flowers. Basically, the morphological characters are the same, but in the case in the case of the internal structure, they were dissimilar in internal structure. That means the example of that way, that is some unisexual flowers. You just watching the unisexual flowers. The flowers are same in structure, color, shape, etc. But the sex organs of this flower, one of the flower is had with the male sex organ, that means andrecium only. There is no gynecium. And the other flower is have gynecium only. There is no andrecium. So we can study the internal structure of the living organisms. That is known as the anatomy. So the morphology is the branch of science which deals with the study of the external character of the living organism. And the second one is the anatomy. Anatomy is also a branch of biology which deals with the study of internal characters, internal structures of the organisms. Okay. And then the next is cytology. Have you know about cells? Yes, we have already learned about previous classes, previous standards. What is cell? Cell is the functional unit of the living organisms. Cell have some inclusions in it. Cell have cell membrane, cell wall, and cell inclusions, cytoplasms, nucleolus, DNA, chromatids, etc. You will only know about this structure of cell, structure and shape of that cell. Okay, in this, the study of cell. That means the next is the cytology. Cytology. Cytology is also a branch of biology which deals with the study of cells. The cells are plant or animal. The study of cells. Okay. And then next is the topic. That is the important topic of our this lesson. That is genetics. That is genetics. Genetics is the branch of science. Genetics is the branch of science which deals with the study of heredity and variation. Study of heredity and variation. So the genetics is the branch of science which deals with the study of heredity and variation. Yes, heredity means transfer of the characters from one generation to another generation. From one generation to another generation. That is the heredity. Some examples for this heredity. In a family, the most of the persons have whitish skin color. The skin color is white. The generation to generation, they are transferring that character. That is heredity. The transfer of the character due to the presence of some chromosomes, presence of some genes, etc. The inheritance characters, genes, chromosomes, etc. So that is the heredity. Some of the, just looking a family, the family members have silver eyes. Their eyelids were maximum hairy. So the generation will continuity in that way. That is the heredity. Okay. In some of, just look a family. The most of the persons were in medium light color. That means just to the dark in color, the darkish color. That is not white in color, that is darkish color, light darkish color. But the next generation, a progeny, a fetus will be developed. Next generation child have whitish in color. That means the family generation, family characteristics will be changed in this generation. Just changed. That is the variation. So, the changing of characteristics, that is variation. The continuation of the generation, that is heredity. So, the genetics is the branch of science which deals with the study of heredity and variations. Heredity and variation. Next point is genotype. Genotype. Genotype means the complete genes present in an organism. The name of genes in an organism. The complete number of genes. And then the characters number, that is the phenotype. That means a character shown. Look at that, a rose flower. Rose flower have rose flower, and it have some of the rose plants have whitish rose flower, and some of them dark red. So the character is, the color characters will be changed. The plant is same. Okay, that is the importance of this variation. So, in these plants, the generic characters are the genes, the gametes, they were same. The generic characters are same. But the difference is, one is white flower, one is rose flower, one is dark red, one is light red. That is the morphological characters. We are identifying the morphological character, that is the phenotype. But in the case, these flowers have a same plant. That single plant, that is the rose flower. The generic characters are same. The generic number is the genotype. The morphological characters, that is the phenotype. Okay, next is the clones. Have you know about the clones? Have you noticed about this word cloning? Cloning is manufacturing of exact copies of an organism. Manufacturing of exact copies of organisms. That means we have a dog, and we make same structure, same height, same color dog also with the system of this cloning system. But by the government, depend of the laws, the cloning is prohibited in the living world, because threatening is very dangerous problems, because similarity makes some problems, nuisance problems are. So the cloning were prohibited by the government. But in the case of flowering plants, we are adapting the cloning system, because for the high yielding varieties, we can make high yielding variety. So the agriculture department will be increasing. So the cloning system is abandoned within the animals and promoting the plant kingdom. Okay. Then the next point, look at this points are, the topic name is heredity and evolution, and the first point we are saying about the morphology. The morphology is the branch of biology which deals with the study of external characters of the living organism, that is morphology. And the second is the anatomy. Anatomy is the branch of biology which deals with the study of internal structure. And then next is the cytology. Cytology is the branch of biology which deals with the study of cell and cell structure. Okay, then we are noticed about the genetics. Genetics is the branch of biology, branch of science which deals with the study of heredity and variation. And heredity means the transmission of features or characters one generation to other generation. And then the variation is difference about the individual. The next generation have differences. They have seen the differences. That means internal structures that will difference in the case of in watching the previous generation. That is the variation. And the next is clone. Clone is making the exact copies. Okay, and then just variation. Variation happen some more problems are here. That means take place the environmental change will lead to the variations. Environmental changes. Environmental changes will make the difference in the organism's characters. Example is in north country. In that country, have white moths are numbered because the buildings they were whitish in color. The old buildings were white in color. At that time, the moths are in white color because of the helping to prevent the predators. So the whitish color moth, the old cities have white moths are there. And that time, some of the factories were opened. Some of the glass factory, tile factory, etc. Factories are opened in that area. The atmospheric conditions is very dangerous because the carbon monoxide, ammonia, carbon dioxide, etc. These gases were filled with that city. After some time, after some years, the cities, the whitish color disappeared. Whitish color disappeared. Gradually, the color is changed into the light black, grey color, and finally in light darkish in color that buildings were. Because the smoke of the factories, presence of this dangerous gases like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, etc. At that time, the white moth they were predated by the enemies because they can helping to disappearing in the time. Because the buildings were darkish color, the moth color is white. We can see they can't help by them. So the next generation of the moths is adapted to that condition because gradually the white moths are disappear. The white moths are disappear. And finally the next generation of moths are in dark color, grey color, because of preventing the enemies. The color will be changed. That is the main problem. That is the variation takes place due to the environmental changes. Because these environmental changes, that means, look at that, in this time the environment, the atmosphere condition is very dangerous. So one generation's characteristics will be changed. That is the variation. Next is the crossing over. Crossing over. The organisms that is not in same structure function. The different type of organisms crossing over and make a newly formed next generation. That is the variation. Crossing over. Okay, for what purpose? Look, then the recombination of the genes. Recombination of genes. That means generical structure, that means DNA structure, making the differences of the DNA structure that will appear the next generation. That is the variation. And then mutation. Mutation means sudden changes of an organism. Sudden changes. That is mutation. The major properties for variations, major calculation for the changing the variations, there are the environmental changes. The variation is due to the environmental changes, crossing over, mutation, and the genes, inheritance, etc. These are the main points of the that is goes into the variations. Okay. Next point is the accumulation of variation of reproduction. Accumulation of variation during reproduction. Next subtopic heading is accumulation of variation during reproduction. Accumulation of variation during reproduction. Let's see. Next subheading. Okay. The first point is the second generation is difference in its first generation. The second generation is that shows this second generation of the difference from the first generation. That means differences are possible in this variation. The characters will be changed to the generation to generations. That is the first point. Next is the differences are newly created organisms. The newly created organisms have differences. Okay, first one is the second generation is difference with the first generation. The second one is the differences are newly created. The difference were newly created. New organisms are developed. So that is the difference. Okay, and then look at that. Some of the organisms like bacteria, the unicellular organisms, the unicellular organism bacteria were reproducing the asexually. That means the that means the fission of the the cell nucleus, etc. There are two type of fissions are here: binary fission and multiple fissions. In bacteria divide into two. That means the binary fission. They were dividing into equal two halves. Because firstly, in this bacteria, the nucleus will be divided into two and travel towards the poles of the cell, the cytoplasm, two poles. One of the nucleus is the upward direction and the next is the inward directions. That is the moving of nucleus. And this nucleus will be covering with a nuclear membrane. So within this cell, the bacterial cell, within a cell, is a one cell, the nucleatic division happened, and each nucleus are bounded with the nuclear membrane. And then the second division is possible in the cytoplasm of that cell. The second division is possible in the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm will be divided into equal halves. That is the binary fission. So, within the bacteria, the first generation is same. The first generation is same, and the second generation is characteristically very same. That means the similar in structure, shape, etc. There is no variations. Okay. But in the case of sexual reproduction, there are we can see many more differences. That means the main difference of the sexual reproduction and the asexual reproduction is asexual reproduction have no variation. That means they produce exact copies of the next generations. They produce exact copies. But in the case of sexual reproduction, there are in this sexual reproduction that is variatic, a variation is possible. That is the accumulation of variation during reproduction. And then, for what? For what is the uses of these differences? So, what is the uses of this variation? The main points, only one use, that's the main use, that is the surviving. The organism will have surviving. For what purpose? What the uses? What is the main importance of this variation? That is only the one point is that is survive. Survive, for the survive. Are you know about Darwin? Yes. He noticed a point, that is the one point is survival of the fittest. In the topic of evolution, survival of the fittest. We are learning about this. We are studying about this Darwinism, Darwin's points, Darwin's theories in this chapter and next classes. Okay. So he noticed that the survival of the fittest. In sexually reproduced organisms have survived. They can survive. Okay. Depending on the nature of variations, they can survive. Because, just an example, you notice that a big or huge jackfruit tree. The jackfruit tree will mature and the fruiting characters are, that means the matured character. The jackfruit will be break and the seed will germinate to the soil, germinate in the soil. We can see more than 100 of plants arising in between in the surrounding of the jackfruit tree. You just just notice that all the plants will not developing, will not growing, but some of the plants were growing. Some of the plants were growing. How? That plants have variation. That plant have variation. So this plant can surviving at that condition. That condition. So the variation is very important in the case of sexual reproduction, because in variation they helping the survival of the fetus, the surviving of the organisms. This is the accumulation of variation during reproduction. Okay. The next point is heredity. Heredity. We are already discussing about heredity. Means the transfer of characteristic features from one generation to next generation. The transfer of the characters due to the presence of genes, chromosomes, etc. And in this topic, you just reading the textbook, you can see a two figure also. 2 years figure. One of the ear is the ear loop, the base, the bottom of the ear, that is the ear loop, that is joined within the face. That ear will be joined with the face, and most of the human organisms, most of the human beings, you can say the ear loops very free. That is the differences of just one difference, only one difference of the character of the human beings. We can see the attached ear loops. That ear loops have characters. That characters is transferred to the next generation. That is transferred to the next generations. Okay, this is the main point of the heredity. And now we are going to study about the important part, very important part of this topic, that is genetics. Genetics, the main important part of this topic, that is genetics. We are already discussing what is genetics, the definition of genetics. Genetics is the branch of science which deals with the study of heredity and variation. Okay, we are discussing about the heredity and discussing about the variation, possibilities of the heredity, possibilities of variations. Okay, now we are going to study about genetics in detail. First of all, we are knowing about one person, that is Gregor Johann Mendel. Gregor Johann Mendel. Have you heard about this man? Have you heard about this man? He will live in 1822. He born in 1822, 1888. Sorry, 1884. He born 1822, died 1884. This time, this period of this time, they were very observable. We are studying the observable points. Yes, notice the observable point about this genetics. Here's a physics student, science students, mainly physics. And here's a priest. Here's a priest also. He's studying in the Vienna University. In Vienna University. Studied in Vienna University. But he failed all subjects. Especially in the case of mathematics and science. And he went to his monarch basis. And he planting some garden pea plants. That garden pea plants are known as Pisum sativum. Pisum sativum, the garden pea plants. The scientific name is Pisum sativum. But before that, we are knowing about one term, that is the taxonomy. All these scientific notes based on the genetics that we just notice the Mendel's law. We are knowing about the Mendel's points. So first one is the taxonomy. Taxonomy means what? Taxonomy means it's also another branch of biology. It's another branch of biology which deals with the study of naming and that means scientific classification and nomenclature. Because a plant or organisms or plant organism or animals, etc. we are classifying in scientifically based on some methods, based on some rules. That means they are classified scientifically. And then nomenclature means the naming system. So that is the taxonomy. Taxonomy means a branch of biology which deals with the study of scientific classification and nomenclature. The nomenclature is organisms have two names, generic name and species name. This is commonly known as the scientific name. The Pisum sativum is the scientific name. The Pisum is its generic name and sativum is the species name. We have a scientific name, Homo sapiens. Homo is the generic name and sapien is the species name. These are the important of this point. That means the taxonomy is very important. So the garden pea plant is known as the Pisum sativum. Pisum means a generic name and the sativum is the species name. The scientific name of garden pea plant. The scientific name of garden pea plant, Pisum sativum. He growing Pisum sativum. The growing in the boundary line of the land. They were attached in the wall of the boundary. He noticed the plants structure, plants height, the color of the flower, the attraction of that flower's color, the structure and working of the flower, pollination of flower, the most of the properties watching by this Mendel. And then he put forward, he noticed that the characteristics, and yes, he pointing out some ideas, some findings about these plants. So this is the basic characteristic features, basic studying material of the genetics. He solved most ideas for about the genetics. So he is otherwise known as the father of genetics. Who is the father of genetics? The Gregor Johann Mendel is the father of the genetics. For the genetics studying, he used some garden tree plants, that is Pisum sativum. So he noticed that he is there is no changes, the father of the genetics. Okay, and then point will be repeat. Heredity and evolution. We have noticed about what is anatomy, what is morphology, what is cytology, and then last, what is genetics. Genetics means it's a branch of science which deals with the study of heredity and variation. And we are discussing already we are learned about discussing about the heredity and variation also. And finally we are pointing out the father of genetics, that is Gregor Johann Mendel, the father of genetics. In this, Mendel sketched and pointing some plants, that is Pisum sativum, garden pea plants, and point out and put forwarding some laws of his way. So he was known as about this genetic modification. We are starting. Who is the starting of genetics? The starter of genetics. Yes, Gregor Johann Mendel. So he called the father of genetics. Okay. He noticed for this pointing genetics. He working and noticing, I mean observe the hybridization of the plant and regeneration of the plant and replantation of the plant, etc. What is hybridization? Have you noticed about what is hybridization? It is an artificial method of pollination. Artificial method of pollination, that is hybridization. That means some male plant structures, that is the pollen grains will attach artificially to the stigma of the another flower, and the plant will covering with for safely, and the plant will breeding. The high yielding varieties will develop. That is hybridization. These hybridization methods, plant breeding methods, by using Mendel was used that hybridization and plant breeding, the plant breeding system. He forwarded some laws of about this genetics. Forward the laws. The laws names are law of inheritance, law of dominance, law of segregations, law of independent assortment, etc. Notice that he forward the laws. One is law of inheritance. Second one is law of dominance. Third, law of segregation. Fourth one, law of independent assortment. independent assortment. Yes, these are the main laws from the Giger-Johann method. The Mendel's laws are laws of inheritance, laws of dominance, laws of segregation, and laws of independent assortment. Yes. Now I will give you some questions. The first question is, what is heredity? What is heredity and variation? And explain the genetical variations. Explain the genetical variations. And the next point is names the laws of Mendel. So these are the three questions.